Man, I can't balance. The rear tire feels wobbly. There is no power, so I'm not confident. I have to use my leg. Fuck. Was it this? I don't know if I'm in gear 2. Let us see. Oh, I was in gear 2. But still no power. There we go. Both my legs have to be down. Fuck. You just believe in me, umetulia tu. You're just relaxed. Fuck. Hey, it feels so bad, man. See it in. Wow. Hey. It's very wobbly. I cannot maintain balance, and then the problem is the handlebars keep banging on my knees. And the problem is I don't know if I'm in gear 1. Oh, okay. I cannot let a woman see my face when I'm riding this. Oh, Shuki, umsaidie kutembea. Where? Are you kidding me? What the? Umeshukia wapi wewe? Mimi siku notice, imagine. Uwe. Sija notice kabisa. It was already hard ukiwa juu, ukishuka bado ilikuwa ngumu tu. Sija notice, mimi nimekaa najiongelesha hapa. Sija notice kabisa. It's the same band. Although kuna mali nimefeel imekuwa nyepesi kiasi. But it's still so hard. The problem is I can't tell which gear I'm at sasa. Hiyo ndo shida. I can't tell which gear I'm at. I think nilikuwa gear 2. What is up, my peeps? Welcome back to yet another amazing video. Please consider subscribing. We're almost at 1 million subs. Thank you very much. Now, this is somewhat of a review. Believe it or not, I'm actually going to make a case to convince you why you should buy a 125cc bike. Not this one specifically per se, but any 125cc Chinese bike. They're all more or less the same. Pretty weak pieces of shit. Nothing. No need to test anything about power or anything. Just know that this is a piece of shizzle. This would be a massive problem if power was the only thing that would make people buy motorcycles. It is good to have power. The more power, the more fun. But in life, you don't always get what you want. Majority of civilization is poor.
I can't eat! I'm broke, nigga! I'm broke!
The number drastically decreasing with increase in wealth, with high income earners only being under 40%. 40% may seem good, but in the grand scheme of things, the good thing is you don't really need this to get by. If all you need is to move from point A to B, 143 horsepower may just be too much. You don't really need 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds just to get to work. This is a far better choice. A very good balance between commuting and a bit of thrill. Thrill factor is not like in the upscale of the 1000s, but it's so much better than a 125. Like in my case here, this is the exact reason why I'll never sell the Haojin Ori. This shit terrain of ours makes for a very good case as to why I should never buy something more powerful. These small bikes are far more convenient, easy and cheap and easy to handle than the bigger brothers like the CB1K or even the XT660. Like here, when the going gets tough, I only need to stand up and I can decide not to reduce the speed. More powerful bikes, even the 660, even if I stand, I would still be pressured to go slower, because I would be like, yeah, there's something that I'm destroying that is going to be expensive, and so forth and so on. Finances, man, finances. It's the biggest problem that we have in the riding community. Should this bike spoil, all I have to do is just go to the shop and order whatever the hell it is that I need to, and that's it. A few exceptions of things like the engine, the gearbox, not so expensive, it's like 5k. That's not cheap, but it's still not as expensive. And people keep telling me to bring back the Warrior, race it more, but unfortunately this bike right now is completely kaput. It's not as fast and it's not as powerful right now. I'm looking into buying a new engine, but that is a bit expensive. It's like 70,000 right now. Either that or I get a new clutch, some new valves, maybe a new piston. I'm not sure. I'll see what I'll do. I'm actually looking to upgrade this engine to a 125, maybe even a 300 or 450. Anything exciting. That is my main vision with this bike. That's why I'm not really bothering with it right now. But anyhow, I digress.
Sometimes you can just barely afford a 200cc or even a 150cc. That may sound extreme, but it is reality for most people. This is where a 125 comes in handy. The sipping of fuel that it does is going to be cheaper than public transport. At ridiculously low mileage of about 50 kilometers per liter, you can travel the world with this thing with just $1 and a dream. Everything is cheaper, including spare parts and even purchase price.
So I was saying the Europeans and Americans and whatever, they think these bikes you cannot be abused. Just look at the state of this bike. Every third world uses this. So the owner uses this bike. The owner uses this bike.
The biggest disadvantage this bike has is its lower power. At the staggering horsepower of a bouncing baby girl, you're not getting where you're going on time, unless you wake up early. A measly sub 10 horsepower is not going to impress anyone. With an average 0 to 60 of basically never, this can be dangerous, as you may not have the power to get yourself out of danger fast enough. And also, the bike will be revving super high just to perform basic speeds. This increases the strain on the poor thing, guaranteeing a relatively shorter lifespan. How short is short will depend on you. To be honest, I still believe that they live long enough to recover your money, but that's just me. Drum brakes that will offer just enough braking force to stop a kitten. No good. Hence, perfect for such a bike. These are obviously the main reason why they are so cheap. This bike is not putting anyone in danger with its slow speeds. The cheap materials also make it weigh about nothing, making the bike very easy to handle and maneuver.
It's such a small and weak piece of shit. It doesn't have any front brakes. This guy completely disconnected, but it doesn't really matter. You're not going fast anywhere. The only danger can be if you're going downhill. That is the only problem you may have. Now, this bike is so small and so light that you can actually move it with one hand, and you can actually move with this bike uphill. You can push it uphill with no problem.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Stroke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. I'm my own worst enemy.
But all in all, you can't compare this bike to walking. That's just how low the bar is with this one. At an average running speed of 7 kilometers per hour, for the longest recorded human, running for 80 hours just to cover 545 kilometers. This one can definitely do that for far less, obviously, without breaking a sweat. I am willing to bet that babying this specific piece of shit to around 40 kilometers per hour, it will cover the same distance without breaking down. Let me know if you disagree. That will give you around 13 hours, which is definitely not bad. Stay safe, ride safe. This bike is so old, it might as well be alive during World War I. Everything on it is so old, but the advantage is everything is available in this country. Every spare part, every tire, and everything is cheap and affordable. What is this? Spark plug. Yeah, it's just a regular small bike.